Hi, my name's Adam. I am the managing director and founder of Black Paint Creative Agency. We're a marketing agency based in Berlin. So I actually heard about Tim through a friend of mine who's also a business owner here in Berlin. And he was working with Tim and we were talking about some of the challenges we face as business owners. And he said, well, you really should speak to Tim, give him a call. I think he could be really helpful. I think what made me want to engage with Tim was a set of challenges that I think are very common to a lot of small business owners, that you're wearing multiple hats, you're really busy, you're busy servicing your clients, your customers, you're very busy on operations. And what you don't get enough time for as a business owner is to get out of the operations room and start thinking about growing the business and thinking about the business from a strategic level. And I really wanted someone that would help me do that and work with me in that respect. So Tim and I are still working together. I'm probably about halfway through the initial time commitment period with Tim. Up to now, we've really been focusing on comms, and Tim's been fantastic in helping me sharpen up the whole proposition of the business, really drilling down into what our values are, what we stand for, and making sure they're clear to customers that come to see us. And in particular, what Tim's done, which has been incredibly helpful, is helping me figure out what our values are and our selling points are sort of broadly, but also working out what our selling points are to niche audiences and helping me tailor our marketing messages to those sub-audiences, niche markets or customers with specific needs and requirements. Well, as I think I mentioned before, the offering is a lot tighter from a comms perspective. When customers or potential customers come to our website, when they interact with us on social media, I think they have a much clearer idea of what it is we offer and particularly how we can help them. And this has seen an uptick in inquiries and general kind of a good trend of growth within the business. And I'd say the second thing that has been a real positive output of working with Tim is the discipline that it's instilled in me to actually make sure that I schedule time to work on growing the business and I get out of the operations room. And as Tim puts it, getting out of the operations room and back into the cockpit. And I've done a lot more of that since I've been working with Tim. Since I've been working with Tim, the business has continued to grow, and what I'm really seeing is a much clearer understanding from customers about what we do, and also the right kind of inquiries coming in. So I think that's something that's allowed me to have much more fruitful conversations and much more time-efficient conversations in terms of sales, in terms of bringing in new clients, in terms of selling our offer to the right people, making sure those conversations are with people that have an interest in our product from the get-go, which is better for customers and much more time-efficient for us. Firstly, from a business perspective, a much clearer business offering, much better clarity in communicating who we are and what we do and the resulting benefits that's delivering in terms of inquiries. The second thing I'd say it's given to us is, given to me personally, is a much better work-life balance. And this is something I think a lot of small business owners struggle with. Getting more organized, to focus on the business, but also to focus on life outside of the business and making sure business life doesn't take over all corners of life. It's good to be able to switch off, and Tim's definitely helped with that. The other thing I would say, and what I particularly like about working with Tim, is his support isn't just confined to the sessions you do with him. And the sessions you do with him are regular, they're scheduled, and they're really useful. But beyond that, Tim is there at the end of the phone or an email with the day-to-day stuff. So if you have a problem, if you have a question, if you're experiencing a particular challenge, I know I can just pick up the phone or email Tim. And I've been particularly impressed about how quickly he comes back to me and how thoughtful and considered that help is. I mean, he really puts time and effort into helping you with the day-to-day challenges that you come up against. So that's something I particularly appreciate. I would describe him as a very nice, friendly person, encouraging, knowledgeable, and supportive. But I would also say he's kind of no nonsense, which is great. He talks straight. He's honest with you. He's honest with you in his critique. He's honest with you and praises you where you're performing well, but is also honest in a constructive way about where you need to improve. Most of all, what I love about Tim is that he holds you to account. And when I say hold you to account, what I mean is you agree a path together that you need to take to get through the steps to get where you want to be as a business. You break that path down into key steps you need to take. And once you've agreed those steps, well, Tim actually holds you to account and makes sure that you're making progress, which is great. For anyone looking for support in growing their business, if you're struggling, if you've got challenges, if you're struggling to get out of the day-to-day operations and think about the bigger picture and growing the business, the value of having someone who is a little bit outside of your organization, who you can fall on, is huge. That objective perspective is really, really useful. And, I would say you've got absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. So, go for it. That would be my message. Go for it. I would just like to say it's been a pleasure working with you. It continues to be a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to continuing to bring positive benefits to the business as a result of our working relationship. Thank you.